Welcome back to our series on clarinet scales. My name's Cassidy, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to play the G sharp minor scale on the clarinet. At the end of my video last month, I said I was going to teach you how to play the A flat minor scale, but we're just going to ixnay that because last week Anna taught you guys how to play the B major scale. In case you missed that, I'll link it below. And that is the relative major to G sharp minor, which means that they both have the same key signature, and we won't be going from a sharp key to a flat key, because that's just all kinds of confusing. So we're just going to learn the G sharp minor scale today. It's going to have 5 sharps: F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. I'm very excited to teach you guys this new scale today, so without further ado, let's get started learning the G sharp minor scale on the clarinet. Okay, so the first note of the G sharp minor scale is going to be a G sharp, of course. I know, it's shocking. And to play a G sharp, you're going to put your thumb and your first, second, and third finger in your left hand down, and then you're going to place your first, second, and third finger in your right hand down, and then you're also going to add this pinky key up here, and that's going to give you your G sharp. Okay, the next note is going to be A sharp, and to play A sharp, you're going to pick up every finger in your right hand except for that pointer finger. So the only thing in your right hand should be that pointer finger. That will give you A sharp. Okay. The next note is B natural. And to play B natural, you may know that this is a fingering for B natural, just that middle finger down there. But since we're coming from this A sharp here, we're just going to add this little sliver key with our ring finger. Okay, so that's going to give you B. Good. The next note is going to be C sharp. And to play C sharp, you're going to pick up all the fingers in your right hand, and then you're going to add this little pinky key down here in your left hand. So nothing on the right hand, this key in your left hand. That'll give you C sharp. Good. The next note is going to be D sharp. And to play D sharp, you're going to pick up that ring finger and pinky in your left hand. Choose that thumb 1, 2, and then you're going to add this bottom side key over here. And that's going to give you your D sharp. Now the next note is going to be E. So to play E, you're going to pick up that pointer finger in your right hand and your middle finger in your left hand. So all it should be down is your thumb and your pointer finger on your left hand. That'll give you E. The next note is F sharp. And to play F sharp, you're just going to pick up that thumb. So the only finger that should be on your clarinet is your pointer finger in your left hand, and of course your thumb in your right hand, but that'll give you F sharp. Okay, and then we're at the top of the first octave at G sharp. So to play G sharp, you're just going to rotate that pointer finger in your left hand over to this side key here, and that's going to give you your G sharp at the top of the first octave. Okay, great. That's the first octave of the G sharp minor scale, so let's give that a little review, and then I'll play through the whole thing so you can hear it. So you start on G sharp down here, got all your fingers down and this pinky key here. Then you go to A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, remember I add this side key over here, E, F sharp, pick up that thumb, and G sharp, rotate that upper finger there. Okay, so that's the first octave of the G sharp minor scale, and that's going to sound just like this. Alright, so now it's time to move into the second octave, and after your G sharp, remember it's A sharp, so to play A sharp, you're going to rotate your pointer finger to the front key of your clarinet up here, and then you're going to add the register key, but you're not going to cover this hole back here. You're just going to pinch these two keys. And that's going to give you A sharp. Okay, the next note is B natural, and to play B natural, I'm going to play it, actually you don't have a choice, because you have to go from C sharp to D sharp. And for D sharp, you have to have this right pinky available, which means for C sharp, you have to play it on the left, which means for B, you have to play it on the right. So we're going to play B, you're going to have your register key and the thumb, 1, 2, 3 on both hands, and then this bottom pinky key down here, that's going to give you B. And then after B, you're going to switch to your left hand and you're going to play C sharp. So you're going to pick up the pinky in your right hand and you're going to shift over here in your left hand. And that's going to give you C sharp. Then you're going to go to D sharp and play D sharp. You're going to swap your pinkies again. So you're going to pick up that left pinky in your left hand. Left pinky in your left hand. Good Lord, Cassidy. And then you're going to play this upper right pinky here in your right hand. Okay, and that's going to give you D sharp. Okay, now the next note is E, and to play E, you're going to pick up that ring finger and your pinky in your right hand. So your left hand really hasn't moved since we've gotten in this upper register of the clarinet, but all that should be down on your right hand is your first and second finger, and that'll give you E. Okay, and the next note is F sharp, and to play F sharp, all you do is pick up that pointer finger in your right hand. That'll give you F sharp. And then we're at the top of the second octave, G sharp, and to play G sharp, you pick up that middle finger in your right hand, and you add this sliver key over here in your left hand, this little pinky key. I guess technically it's not a sliver key, but it's a little pinky key in your left hand, and that will give you your high G sharp at the top of the second octave. So that's both octaves of the scale. Let's review the second octave real quick, and then we'll go back through and do the entire thing. So for the upper octave, you start on, your G sharp here. Remember, it's just this side key. Then you go to A sharp, where you pinch the clarinet. Then you jump, lots of air here, to B, and you have to play it on the right side, remember, because you're going to need that pinky later. So B, then you swap to C sharp, then you switch back to D sharp, and then E, F sharp, and G sharp. Okay, so let's see what that second octave of the scale is going to sound like. Alrighty, so octave number 2 is a check. So now let's do the entire thing, both octaves. Remember, you start down here on G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, pick up that thumb, G sharp, then A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. Okay, so that's the entire thing. Let's see what that's going to sound like all together. Great job, guys! You just learned how to play the G sharp minor scale on the clarinet. Be sure to check back next month. Anna's going to teach you guys how to play the G flat major scale, and then the following week I'm going to teach you the relative minor, which is E flat minor. As always, if there's anything we can do to help you guys with these scales, please, please, please reach out to us. We are here to help you, and we want to make sure we're doing that in the best way possible. If you're watching this on the website, as always, please follow along with the notes on the scale written out down below. Also, feel free to download our free fingering chart in case you want to venture off into some other clarinet fingerings or just for some practice. If you're watching this on YouTube, we'll link to the site below so you can go check out those other resources. Thanks again for stopping by. We are so excited to have you back here again with us. And be sure to check back next month because we're going to keep going with this series. We're so glad to have you guys and we're very excited. In the meantime, break out that clarinet, head back over to some of our past scale videos, and always remember to keep practicing.